cheek, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So I'm coming to y'all with another video. We talking Hollywood hot topics, you guys. Before I get started, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. First thing I wanted to get into, y'all, is Tamar. Did not tell y'all this is why I didn't feel sympathy for her. Like, to me, I don't like what she did. So apparently this whole situation with her laying in a pool of blood and her teeth broken was all a PR stunt for a music video and an album rollout and a project rollout. This is so irritating to me because it's like, I don't play around when it comes to that. I don't think it's funny. I don't like when people joke about it. I don't like when people threaten it and nothing is gonna come from it. Like, it's just like, I just don't like it. That's one thing I just don't play around with. And for her to do that is crazy. So if y'all don't know, she put on Instagram her being found in a pool of blood and then broken teeth. Now, this has to do with also Funky Dineva as well. Funky Dineva, if you guys don't know, is a YouTuber, and he got put into the mix, which when I saw this unraveling online, I knew he had nothing to do with it. Because, first of all, why would he injure Tamar? For what? For what? For what? And secondly, too, if he did do something, y'all think he would be dumb enough, as smart as y'all know this man to be, to come on the internet and address anything and having contact with her after they left the club? Are you crazy? Incriminate himself like this? Y'all got to put y'all thinking caps all when y'all be going on this internet just saying anything. So the post that she made, she said, I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me. Honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost was unalive Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me, for real. I don't even know what happened to me. Once again, once this was posted, a lot of people thought that somebody either jumped her, injured her, tried to left her for dead. Like Mama D said, you left my child for dead. You left my child for dead. It was a situation like that. But turns out this was the rollout. It was an EP that she's dropping called Heartbreak. She said, the moment y'all been waiting for, my real life heartbreak album, story, and movie, starring my friend Mandices, which I think is very interesting. Yandy, you need to divorce the man. I'm sorry. It's just like, this isn't the time for you to be a leading man, Mandices. I'm sorry. It's just like your marriage is literally on, not, I wouldn't say on the rocks, but being scrutinized. This isn't the time. Apparently he's doing some sort of project with Tamar, which is this, and then he's working on some sort of like movie, something to that effect with Tamar. Besides this, I don't know. I don't know.
But we already know you shouldn't even be dealing with him.
And you around here going through by that lady husband?
We gonna have to hit you with the why would we do that. I'm sorry. We gonna have to hit you with the why would you do that? Because this is too.
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this.
That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because
Why you do that?
why I do what?
Why you do that? My whole thing is doing a rollout like this when you're literally you're letting us know that you were in a state of emergency, and dropping something like this. That's like the opposite of the result that you're gonna get. Like, you're gonna get people that's gonna hate you because you scared them versus supporting you after they got scared. I don't know what in her right mind thought this was a good idea. I think this was a horrible idea. One thing people don't play around, once again, is death and injury. Nobody jokes about stuff like that. It's not a key. It's not hilarious. It's scary because this happens in real life, especially as of recent with people being unalive left and right for accidental stuff as well. So it's like, it's not funny. So I don't know what support she expected from this, because I ain't finna check out no EP after this like this.
Girl, you a better woman than I ever be. It's the only thing I got, well then I must not have a lot.
I gotta pee. But I've grown.
wow. I mean, my God. You feel me? Like you couldn't have found another man for the job. Yeah, Tamar. You couldn't have found another man for the job. I mean, Chaotic is sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the next opportunity. He not on Love and Hip Hop. You could have called him, but you call man DC's. Okay? Rashida somewhere over there speaking through her teeth like, man, I told you, these mother, they worried about me, but your man out here on videos. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Okay? Now, after this happened, Funky went on Instagram and addressed this whole situation because as you saw in that rollout, you see Funky in the promo. So a lot of people assume he was a part of this whole PR stunt. So when I get through reading Tamar down to the ground, I don't want to hear ish. Here it is. I got ate up alive over my birthday weekend, and the whole while there was nothing wrong with Tamar's ass. Now she done released this tired music for this raggedy EP that don't nobody want, and because I'm in the video, people are gonna think I was a part of the PR stunt. I was collateral damage in a 2-bit PR stunt. Tamar, you ain't even gonna try to clear any of this up and tell these people I didn't do anything. The reason why he's angry, you guys, a lot of people thought that he injured her, which I never believed to be true. Because once again, why would he incriminate himself and even talk about it online after he done hit her and make her lose 4 teeth? Is crazy. But people were doing conspiracy theories and thought that he did it, did a little Cabo 5 situation, just left like nothing happened, just like, chilling, right? I was accused of not being a friend to you. When at the end of the day, it was you not being a friend to me. I didn't deserve any of this, and I'm deeply hurt, okay? Tamar, you guys, is like the Ray J of the Braxtons. Because what are you doing? You don't need a stunt to do a successful music rollout. You are talented on your own. At this point, you better off joining Housewives than doing this, some dumbass like this. Like, I don't get the point of this. Like, you scare people thinking that, the Illuminati or something trying to get you. Meanwhile, you just trying to promo some music with man DC's. Oh my God. What man DC said why y'all worried about my penis? I like literally, okay? You better off join Love Hip Hop. All right. Once again, Tamar's so talented though that it's like all of this drama surrounding her all the time just takes away from the music, and it kind of leaves a bad taste in people's mouth because of stuff like this and the dramaticness of it all. Because to me, this is nothing but drama leading up to a rollout. Okay, let me know what y'all think down below about this. Now, Funky did go on his YouTube and he has some things to say about it, and he basically said he had nothing to do with it. He read Tamar down, basically saying that, she's a bad person for what she did and basically not informing her. When he reached out to people that were close or knew Tamar or maybe around her in the situation, they all were like, oh, I think you should talk to her. You need to talk to her. You should give her a call. He said one person never even got back. So it's like, it was more than a few people that was into it. And 9 times out of 10, she probably didn't tell Funky about it because she knows how much Funky is, on social media and how he's a part of the media, and would be scared that Funky would tell all of the press and media about this is all a part of a rollout. Don't worry, she's fine. And I guess she didn't want the surprise to be ruined. Don't think that was smart either, because now you may have lost a friend who's literally in the media, which you're trying to promote your project to the media. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down below about all this, y'all. Once again, I don't like when people play with stuff like that. Speaking of somebody who I don't think was doing a PR stunt, Lil Nas X, you guys, is out of the clinker. Now, to me, he's still, after being out of like jail, it feels like he's not taking it serious. Like, I don't think he understands the severity of it. He's facing 4 felony charges. There was additional footage, which I didn't even go into depth about the footage because I can't even show it because he was nude. Okay, like he literally was butt booty naked rapping Monster by Nicki Minaj. So as much as people want to laugh at him, I find it sad. You know what's crazy? A lot of people on the internet, especially on some of these blog pages, they laugh at him and they don't give him sympathy or grace. But you have people like Amanda Bynes that you can tell are going through some mental challenges, and everybody in the comments is, oh, bless her heart. I hope she gets better. But when it comes to somebody like Lil Nas X, it's, oh, this is the Illuminati getting back their reparations. This is what he gets. He shouldn't have did this. Oh my God, that's what he get. Gay ass, etc., etc. It's like the sympathy lacks a lot when it comes to Black people and mental health in regards to celebrities. It lacks a lot versus a white celebrity. They get a little bit more sympathy from what I see on the internet. It's like they get a lot more grace, while the Black celebrities, they get kind of made fun of.
The girl is gonna be okay, y'all. Okay? She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. Shit. That was fucking terrifying. That was terrifying. That was a terrifying last 4 days. But your girl is gonna be all right. Your girl is gonna be okay, y'all.
So, only in case people listen, Gerald Hill, case number 25 BWCF 0, those 389. So, appearing with the defendant is Christina O'Connor.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Rudy for the people. I would disclose both sides. I believe I observed, as did thousands of others, what led up to this arrest. I did not observe the arrest, and apparently there was nothing filed on the events that of the defendant's actions prior to the police.
Even this and that footage being released, a commoner wouldn't have gotten this done to them. So it's like they're trying to make an example out of him. Now, the charges he's facing are extremely serious. The moment that he was nude down the street, that's when everything took a turn for the left. Because let's say if he wasn't completely nude and he was dressed and he was doing this, at least one charge wouldn't have been, against him. Okay. So some of the charges that he is facing are one of like 4. So he's facing 3 felony counts of battery with injury to a police officer and 1 felony count of resisting arrest. If convicted, he could face up to 5 years in prison, which Lil Nas X, I don't think, no shade, will do good in prison at all. Like, I don't think it's going to be a good shake for him. This is why I was hoping he took it a little bit more serious, like switching of the accent and being, I'm going to be okay and all that. Like, you never know. Look at Karen Huger. She thought Ish was a joke, and she just now getting the clinker. I literally forgot about Karen Huger until I saw an announcement that she's going to be released very, very soon, September 2nd. Okay, free Karen Huger, free Karen Huger. I completely forgot about her. So even with that, a lot of people think like that is a joke. So I just hope that it does go well for him. And for the people laughing at him, would y'all have that same energy if it was y'all sibling or a white celebrity like Amanda Bynes? That's what I want to propose to you guys. Like, would it be the same energy online? Because I don't think it would. Okay. Speaking of Kara Huger, you guys, once again, she does get out September the 2nd, y'all. They are ending the filming of Real Housewives of Potomac very soon. So I just hope that Andy does his due diligence and has her pop up at the finale party to give us a grand effect of surprise and shock, because that would be something worth watching. I don't think this season's going to be as interesting without Karen, to be honest. I think a lot of the girls are going to probably overdo their personalities or overdo their actions on the show just to kind of bring us entertainment, when Karen doesn't really have to do that. Okay. And for the people saying, oh, why should Bravo let her back on after committing a crime, lying about it and all that? If Teresa can go on the show, commit a crime, knowingly or not, and be invited back, I feel like Karen should be too. And the reason why is because keep that same energy for all around the network. Okay? Keep that same energy for all around the network. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people feel as if Teresa has slid by for a lot of stuff that she's done on the network because Andy loves her. So if Karen does not come back to Potomac, I feel like they'll put a bad and a nasty taste in a lot of people's mouths, especially the fans, because they will feel as if it's a lot of favoritism going on. I think, though, if Karen does come back, she needs to be 100% honest that you do have a drinking problem. You did have a drinking problem. You probably still do in trying to recover from your drinking problem. Please don't come on acting as if it was just a fluke and a glitch in the Matrix and somehow your car ended up in a tree. Okay? We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like you were just with the Bearston Bears one day and y'all just had a bad day. Like, no, you were drunk. And she needs to own that. And that's one thing that Karen lacks is accountability. So with her coming on the show, I feel like one of the requirements needs to be her being extremely accountable for her drinking problem, which I feel like she hasn't. I remember seasons past when a lot of people would try to bring that up against her. It's something that I was even in the doubt. I'm like, that lady do not got no drinking problem. Yeah, she had a bad drinking problem. Okay. And it's we as fans kind of enabled it because we kind of punished Giselle and Robin for them constantly bringing it up. Whole time they were a little bit right in what they were stating. They weren't wrong. Anyways, y'all, we gonna have a Karen welcome home party. Let me tell y'all something. Cardi B don't take shit serious. Yes, you guys have been asking me to talk about this whole case against the security guard. And to me, this feels like a big Saturday Night Live skit. This does not feel real. This does not feel like it's actually happening in real time. What the actual is going on with this case? There was one point. Well, let's start from the beginning, you guys. Let's start as to why she's even in the courthouse right now. So Cardi, you guys, is being sued for assaulting a previous security guard that she had by the name of Imani Illis. Okay, now this assault allegedly took place on February 24th, 2018. So Cardi B was visiting the 5th floor of the office at the time and was 4 months pregnant with her first child. Now, what's being said online is apparently she was trying to allegedly sneak pictures of Cardi B and her being pregnant, because at the time I don't think that it was publicized yet, and if it was, it wasn't heavily shown with her with the bump. So because of that, allegedly she freaked out, started snapping and doing a whole lot of stuff and assaulted her, allegedly, right? Now, during this whole time with her on the stand, Cardi B said that it was a verbal incident. She was like, she didn't hit me, I didn't hit her. So no, it was no touching, it was no incident. So the part they asked her, they said, the hair that you have now, is that your real hair or like, what is that? She said, it's a wig. Looking like Rella G. Like, what the hell? My whole thing is, why is that even a point to ask? What does that have to do with anything? She could have a damn freaking frohawk on that's an afro. It doesn't matter. She's being accused of assaulting somebody. Like, what was that? Her on the stand was very interesting. Now, they asked her, do you consider yourself African American? She said, I consider myself Afro-Caribbean. What the hell does that mean? Girl, you are Afro-Latina, girl. You talking about Afro-Caribbean. Girl, y'all gotta start inventing these terms. I believe it does exist, but it's like, in my opinion, the description of Cardi is not no damn Afro-Caribbean. You are Afro-Latina, and that's it. Like, am I crazy for saying that? Like, what? Okay. Now, on the stand, she reiterated that she thinks that it was a verbal altercation, that it was not a physical altercation, that it did not escalate with them putting hands, fists on each other, and that basically this lady is trying to make it seem as if it was more than what it actually is. Now, she says a whole nother side that, you know, racial slurs were said. Now, the part that I think Cardi B is lying, in my opinion, is when she said she never said the N-word to her. I think she has. Cardi B, especially around that era, because we talking 2018 now. We're not talking 2025. She was my nigga, okay? And for that, we need an apology. Y'all want to hear what Cardi B had to say? Okay.
I apologize.
Oh, let me play Cardi B one more time after she found out that you tried to set me up.
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Okay, that's what you need to do, Cardi. That's what you should have did back then. But I don't believe her when she said that. I do think she said the N-word. I don't think she said it in a racial way, though. I don't think she was like, you N-I-G-G-E-R. Like, I don't think it was like an E-R and referring to her as an E-R, but I think she was like, my nigga. You know how she talk. Okay? That part is what I think she lied about. Because they asked her to understand, did she ever say the N-word towards her? So, yeah.
Cardi B exited at the building, and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018. What were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words, and again, excuse my language, but she was like, bitch, that's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. That's why you do security. Ah, that's why you do security. Ah, she was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Why did you exit the elevator to speak with her after she said what she said?
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding.
I don't know. Something about this lady's story, I feel like there's a lot of truth to it. Now, I do not think it's a lot, because this is the thing. It's two sides to every story. Three sides, of course, her side, Cardi's side, and then the truth. But I feel like a lot of the truth includes her story. Because around that era, Cardi was not the happiest. Let's be real, okay? She was going through a lot. Fame was just new to her. So she didn't know how to handle a lot of things. So I could see this happening. I really can. I could see a lot of it happening. Child, the lawyer said, you know, the conversation we're having right now, what would you say it is? You say, I think we're having a debate. The damn people in the court start saying, ah! They start laughing. Like, this is why I said this is like a big SNL skit to me, because what are we really talking about here? If y'all pay this lady this money and shut this whole thing down, like, come on now, like, really? The reason why I believe it is because, first of all, this isn't her personal security guard. This was a security guard of an office, and not even that. Too, let's not forget the era that she was in, 2018. Cardi B, different Cardi B than we have now, and two, Cardi B describes that she got in her personal space. No shade, the old Cardi B wouldn't let nobody get in her personal space without popping off. I'm sorry. And I do feel like a part of her is justified for doing what she did, especially with her being pregnant. Like, you can't do that when it comes to somebody being pregnant and them, feeling unsafe. They're just getting new to fame, all of that stuff. So it's like, come on now. I'm not excusing it, don't get me wrong, but it's like, if you did get in her space, what did you really expect to happen to you? Now, when he was asking her, he said, do you wear long nails 90% of the time? Do you wear long nails most of the time? She's like, I do most of the time, but a little bit sometimes. And then he goes, oh, so you would say 90%? She said, you know what, lately I've been wearing it like 70%. Like, she didn't take this. It felt like we were watching Clueless, but the Hispanic version. The shit was funny. I'm sorry. If y'all haven't watched The Law and Crime on YouTube of this trial, you are literally missing out, because it is pure comedy. I swear to God. It really is. Okay? Once again, let me know what y'all think down below. Do you guys believe Cardi actually did this? It's still, of course, developing. So, the past 2 days, she switched wigs. We went from a kitty cat ball, okay, very much, what was it? I would say Monica 90s, to now a blonde Cowboy Carter 16 carriages. So, she's giving us looks. She's giving us looks. She's giving us comedy. She's giving us camp. She's giving us all in the courthouse, and I can't wait for it to continue. I'm sorry. It's not funny that somebody got assaulted. Don't get me wrong, but it's like the story in itself is a little bit of a key. It really is. If y'all watch the Law and Crime on that damn YouTube, y'all gonna see what I'm saying. So Snoop Dogg, you guys, recently went on a podcast and he talked about how he took his grandson to see Lightyear, which was an animation movie, and the movie featured a lesbian couple. Now, the grandson questioned why and how can the two women characters have a baby, and Snoop Dogg became a little bit upset because he didn't come here for the gay, okay? He didn't come here for the lesbian of it all, right? So in this podcast, he talks about this a little bit in depth and says that he was sort of put off as to what he got during the movie and saw.
My grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Lightyear?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz, the Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
With Kiki Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, it fucked me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for. I took my grandson.
Okay, let's talk about this. I don't get how this is hard to explain about to anybody about adoption. And this is why it's important to have conversations with children before you enter a movie about certain stuff. And this is why I feel like parents, should always do their research on movies before taking their children to see it. Because let's not even talk about sexualization in movies. There's certain things in movies and kids' movies as well, besides any gay shit, that they shouldn't even be seeing. When it comes to unalivings, kidnappings, there's a whole lot of things that are kid rated and they deem appropriate for children that parents take their kids to see, but don't find any issue with it. And it has their kids start thinking certain things. But then when it comes to anything gay, it's a huge issue. It's a big problem. Okay. Snoop has a right to feel the way that he does. At the end of the day, that's his blood. He has the right to feel the way that he does with his blood, seeing what he can and cannot see. My problem is the way that he worded it and said it as if you cannot give a logical explanation from what he's watching. Because if he asks, how did they get a kid? You can explain what adoption is and also what in vitro is to a child. Of course, it's a mature subject to a child, but to me, it's better to educate them than just leaving it up in the air and for them to start researching on their own and coming up with their own ideas and narratives as to how this child came about. Another thing, too, that bothers me is there's a lot of sexualization when it comes to straight couples and straight sex in movies and kids' movies, and nobody finds an issue with that. I'm talking they'll kiss, they'll insinuate sex, but nobody says anything. It's never an issue until it's something gay. So that's my whole thing with it. I don't think he deserves hate for this at the end of the day, because once again, that's his grandson. He could decide what his grandson sees or not sees. Okay. So for the people getting mad at him, to me, I find it a little bit unnecessary. I don't find a huge issue with what he said. I find an issue with his response to the child, because that was the perfect avenue for education on the child, instead of just, acting like, oh my God, what the heck? This is where you pull your grandson to the side and explain it. Although he didn't go into the movie thinking he was going to do that, now would be the time to educate him properly. This is why, there should be a way to where, when it comes to children's movies, that there should be a way you should be able to research a breakdown of what will be in the movie before even damn seeing it. Okay, just on a children's perspective. So that way issues like this won't even come arise, because the moment certain parents will see anything gay, they'll run away. But then if the movie maybe have a straight couple, you see having sex, somebody getting unalive with a GUN and pow, they don't see nothing wrong with that. But the next thing you know, a kid wakes up one day and unalives their parents and they wonder how and why. No shade. Like they didn't just wake up one day and just decide that. This is things that they're being shown as well. So it's more things that children are seeing that's worse than, to me, seeing some gay shit. There's a lot of things. And violence, to me, is a big one that kids are being desensitized to and are interacting with when it comes to gaming, when it comes to television programming, animations. But they do not feel that it's a problem because it doesn't affect them. Until it does, of course. Let me know what y'all think down below about this whole situation. Have y'all been checking out this Cardi trial? Let me know what y'all think, and we're all babies.
Wanna dance with a cutie in the pale moon.